video is going to be my meh products. And these are products that I kind of have a love-hate relationship with, you know? They're kind of like good with a side of naughty kind of thing. And so with a lot of these, there's something I really love about them, but there's something that's not so good as well that keeps me from being able to say, yes, they're a solid recommendation. I feel like there's a lot of times where YouTubers, they come out and they say, this is the stuff I'm loving. And they also come out and say, this is the stuff I hate. I wanted to do something more in the middle of those two things. You know, because there's a lot, you know, a lot of people talk about things they love and things they hate, but there's never that right in the middle. So I thought it'd be nice to share with you some things that I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but that since I own, I still use because they're not terrible. So let's get on with it. So first, I have two mascaras. We're going to start with this one. This is the NYC Sky Rise Lengthening Mascara. And basically, I've actually had this way too long. It's pretty much gone. I used up the whole tube, which means it wasn't terrible. But am I going to repurchase? No. So here's the wand. If you have a good look at that. It's literally the exact thing you would think if someone said, think of a mascara wand. This is your traditional brush, and the bristles, they're pretty far apart. They're, you know, they're spaced farther than I'd like. When I first got this mascara, it's about a little over a year and a half ago, which is terrible. I need to throw this out. I should have thrown you out a year ago. Maybe I will one day. But the way this is it was terrible when I first got it. It did absolutely nothing for my lashes. Nothing at all. You could barely even see the product. Then, as it sat around a while, I went and I was going to actually throw it out. And I tried it one more time, and it made my lashes super long. Maybe not the longest I've ever seen them, and it didn't give me any volume, but it definitely gave me a good amount of length. I really like the effect this gives, especially if I want more length versus volume one day. And so then I started noticing, though, by the end of the day, it flakes everywhere. It smudges, it flakes. So it's not literally my favorite mascara ever. It's good. It gives a good appearance, but since it flakes everywhere, I can't recommend it because it's going to be under your eyes by halfway through the day. But it still is a very beautiful effect. The next thing, this actually is the same problem. This is the Buxom Vanity Lash Mascara. And this is a sample size, but I know you all are like, oh, the packaging. I know, it's so beautiful. And the way this brush is you actually pull it out and it looks magenta and you're like, huh? But when you pull it out, it's a rubber bristle brush and it's quite large. And I actually really like rubber bristle brushes. This gives you tons of volume and length. It was literally, okay, I put this on the first time, fresh out of the pack. And I put it on, I was like, this is my new favorite mascara. It hasn't even sat at all. It is my favorite mascara. You know, it outdoes my, say, CoverGirl Supersize or anything else I even remotely like. This is amazing. Tons of volume, tons of length. But by halfway through the day, it's all under your eyes. It's smudged, it's smeared. Your lashes still look great, but under here, there's lots of flaking, lots of smearing. Therefore, this is amazing. If you're going out to dinner, this is awesome. And you only need to look great for 2, 3, 4 hours. But after that, it's gonna flake. So then we have a concealer that I'm actually wearing underneath another product today. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in Neutralizer. And it's basically one of those products where pop off this little cap that gets like disgustingly dirty, and I hate that about it. And then it's just this very yellow toned kind of concealer. And then when you blend it out, it's supposed to cancel out any discoloration. My problem with this is I think I actually, you know, I'm twisting it up because this little thing presses up and then it comes up into this little sponge applicator right here. I feel like I'm pressing or twisting and twisting and twisting, and it's like, and there's not anything coming up through the sponge, but yet it's lowering and lowering and lowering and lowering and lowering. So that's kind of annoying. Then you put it on and blend it out and you're like, but but I still have dark circles. And I know Tati very much recommends this, but maybe here's, I don't know, my circles, maybe they're a different tone, maybe they're a bit darker, maybe my eye shape's just a little bit different, so they look darker. I don't know what it is, but this doesn't really do it for me. And then I put Tarte Shape Tape on top of that to cancel things out under there, because I just didn't feel like this doesn't erase them as much as I kind of expected it to. And it also kind of tends to look cakey on me. So it's not overall a terrible product. Like, you know, I've tried some concealers where they literally don't do anything. It lightens them, is what I would describe it as. It's very similar to my Urban Decay concealer, where it lightens them. But I think as the day goes on, it looks, you know, worse and worse under my eyes. And my dark circles were never completely erased to begin with, so. My next meh product, I think, is gonna get a lot of people mad. Because I know, guys, I'm so sorry. This is just my opinion. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. And so this is just my personal opinion on what I like to do with my eyebrows. This is the Anastasia, I know, Brow Wiz. And I have mine in taupe. If you're not familiar with this, it is basically a skinny brow type brow pencil with this very, very thin, fine tip. And you can see just how thin a line it makes. And I actually like this for filling in the front of my brows, you know, just kind of doing those hair-like strokes, trying to fill them in. But I actually bought this because I was like, oh, I could fill my whole brow in. Then it's so precise, I could just go draw a perfect tail. It literally fades. It does not stay. It does not have very good staying power. I used this one today actually by Cella. And this is also a taupe pencil. And I just think this just did so much more to me. It's a little darker. With this, you try to build with the Anastasia one, you try to build the color up a little bit, and you really can't. You know, you can go over it a billion gazillion times, and it gets darker, but you have to be perfect with it. I don't know. This just isn't worth 20 bucks to me, and I feel like there's so many other drugstore brow products out there that you can totally get it done on a budget. You don't need to spend that much money. It doesn't stay very long, and it's okay. You know, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Then we have this. This is the e.l.f. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow. It is, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. This color is gorgeous. Let me swatch it for you guys. Oh, it's so pretty. So here it is if I just swipe it on. It's just a doe foot applicator, and this is in Molten Bronze. And, you know, obviously you're not going to just apply it like that, so you're going to want to blend it out. And when you blend it out, blendy, 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 a lot of the shimmer leaves. It's not as pretty of a color. And it just blends away. It's one of those products that just kind of goes, just blends away. Then you have to go in with another layer. And you can't just, like, leave it on there as thick as you applied it. You still have to try to blend it. And so it's just, I don't know, it's like a losing battle, and it really fades throughout the day. It's just not my favorite liquid eyeshadow. I much prefer, like, this is also by e.l.f. I really like their, let's see. I really like their smudge pots. I have a lot of the colors. I don't know if I have all of them, but I think I have like 5 of them. I have 5 of the smudge pots. They know how to do cream eyeshadows. That's just not my favorite. You know, it doesn't last very long. It's not that intense, but I actually think this would look gorgeous on your lips. So, I don't know. Might have to try that. Then our last product is something that's super cheap. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. I have this in Soft Brownie Browns. And it says it's a 3-in-1 color, fill, and shape colored eyebrow gel with fibers for naturally fuller looking brows. It doesn't really make my brows look all that much fuller. It adds a little bit of color. Like if I have like a brow pencil here and then I have a brow pomade out here, it kind of helps blend it all together. But when I put this on top of my e.l.f. pomade, even if it's after it's already set, it kind of takes the pomade off. Now this feels natural. It doesn't make my brows feel stiff at all. It doesn't really fill them in, you know. It doesn't hold them. It adds some color, adds a little bit of tint, that's about it. So this isn't the best brow dry I've ever tried. So. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And I'm trying to gain more subscribers, so if you would please hit that subscribe button. And comment down below your kind of a product that just wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best thing ever either. So, and I really love talking to you guys, so if you would please comment. And I will see you on Friday? Yeah, Friday.